Relentless downpour paralyzes Dhaka streets with severe waterlogging. Flash floods maroon thousands across multiple districts. Government pledges inclusive progress for all faiths. Prime Minister launches tree plantation and family card distribution in Borishal. And probe concludes against 10 former Awami League MPs and ministers over July massacre allegations. Formal charges to be filed this month. Hello and welcome to the NEWS24 English Bulletin. This is Nafisa Zaman. Those were headlines. Heavy monsoon rains continue to submerge large areas of the capital. Streets in Mirpur and Gulshan are facing waist-deep water, causing severe disruptions for commuters and students. Residents blame the crisis on a broken and unplanned drainage system. They are demanding immediate action from authorities. Meanwhile, the Weather Office warned that these heavy downpours will likely persist throughout the rest of July. Flood waters are finally receding across Cox's Bazar and hill tracts. However, the true scale of devastation is now being exposed. Submerged roads, homes and crops are completely ruined. Displaced families are returning to rebuild their lives amid severe hardships. The army has deployed medical teams to prevent disease outbreaks, while local authorities distributed urgent food and cash relief to thousands of affected people. Flood waters are slowly receding in Bandarban and Chittagong. However, the crisis is worsening for thousands of stranded residents. Submerged towns are drying out, but low-lying areas remain underwater. Affected families now face severe shortages of food and clean drinking water. To tackle the groaning crisis, the army, border guards and local authorities are distributing urgent relief supplies. Meanwhile, transport is resuming as main roads finally clear. Prime Minister Tariq Rahman said the government wants to rebuild the nation by uniting people of all faiths. Speaking in Borishal, the Prime Minister launched a green initiative and urged citizens to plant more trees to protect the environment. He announced welfare cards for families and promised free degree-level education for women. He stated that the government will ensure equal progress for every community through these new reforms. Prime Minister Tariq Rahman has inspected the Army's summer military exercises in Babuganj. The Prime Minister arrived at the training site on Monday morning to review combat readiness. He walked through dense jungle areas to observe troops practicing tactical movements under realistic wartime conditions. Senior military commanders briefed the Premier on defense strategies. He praised the soldiers for their high level of discipline, skills and strategic preparation. The prosecution has received final investigation reports against 10 former Awami League ministers and lawmakers over the July mass killings. Chief Prosecutor Aminul Islam confirmed the case reviews are in their final stages. The accused face charges under superior responsibility. Formal indictments will be filed in the tribunal later this month. Meanwhile, a highly anticipated probe into the Shapla Square killings has also concluded, with official charges scheduled for July 21st. Home Minister Salahuddin Ahmad has announced a formal investigation into corruption surrounding the construction of model mosque under the previous regime. Responding to parliamentary questions, the minister stated that millions of public funds were misappropriated. He noted that many newly built structures are already in poor condition. Meanwhile, the health minister separately briefed Parliament, promising that the government will upgrade and modernize all public hospitals across the country. Dhaka South City Corporation has announced a 7-day program to celebrate Dhaka Day on 1st August, marking the capital's 416th anniversary. Prime Minister Tariq Rahman is expected to inaugurate the celebration. The main event will be held at Lal Bagh Fort alongside a cycling rally and marathon. Officials say the program will highlight Dhaka's history and heritage. The city administrator also stressed reducing polythene use to tackle waterlogging. The government has cancelled leave for all healthcare workers across 11 flood-affected districts to manage the emergency. Health Minister Dr. Mohammad Shaukat Hossain announced that medical teams are deployed in Chittagong, Cox's Bazar and Feni. Sufficient supplies of saline water purifying tablets and anti-venom are available. Although some hospitals are submerged, no flood-related medical deaths have occurred. Emergency health services remain fully operational to support affected families. The United States and Iran have exchanged fresh military strikes, sharply escalating tensions around the Strait of Hormuz. Washington reportedly targeted ports and islands in southern Iran, while Iran's Revolutionary Guard launched missiles at U.S. military sites across the Middle East. Both sides remain firm over control and security of the strategic waterway. The escalating conflict has disrupted shipping and raised fears of wider regional instability and economic consequences. That's all from the newsroom today. Thank you for watching News 24. Please stay with us.